man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos. Some of the videos in the All-Stars will too. And priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. No, instantly that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more. So here's where you're going to get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace. All right, Bob Arum reveals details on how COVID-19 ravaged Tyson Fury training camp. Let's talk about it. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing News playlist. Share the video. It's on worldboxingnews.com.net, I think it is. So if you want to check out the article, check out worldboxingnews.net. That is the title of the article, okay? He blamed Tyson Fury and said Wilder team basically, was in the right, okay? But he said heavyweight champion Tyson Fury had received 1 vaccination shot against COVID-19, but decided not to get the second dose. He needed to complete the course because he was worried about having a reaction that would force him to miss training camp time in preparation for the 3rd fight with former title holder Deontay Wilder. Top Rank chairman Bob Arum exclusively told World Boxing News. He said Fury wound up contracting, my neck hurting. Here we go. COVID-19, which forced him to postpone the joint Fox ESPN pay-per-view fight with Deontay Wilder July 24th until October 9th at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Quote, he said that he got the first shot when he was in Miami, and then he had to wait the 2 weeks. He did want to get the second shot because he heard that people that had a reaction from the second shot. He didn't want to lose any time in training camp. Hey, I'm not Dr. Anthony Fauci. That's what he said, Arum said. Fury ultimately tested positive for COVID-19 on July 5th and became symptomatic before the fight was postponed July 8th. On July 13th, he tested negative. A month early, June 15th, at the kickoff news press conference in LA, he formally announced Fury Wilder 3 for July 24th. Arum told the media members that Fury was fully vaccinated. Okay. Asked about a statement by World Boxing News, Arum said, they told me he was vaccinated. I assumed that he had his 2 shots. Who gets vaccinated and doesn't get a second shot? He only had 1. Quote, I never knew that he hadn't gotten the second shot until he got sick. I really screamed at all of them. It was completely effed up. The people in the gym, we had no control. It was like every sparring partner brought his friends, other corner people. Trainer Sugar Hill had these Russians. He's running around. There was absolutely no precaution taken, which a lot of it was our fault. He should have been the adult in the room. Okay, talking about Sugar Hill. Arum said Fury returned to England last Friday to be with his pregnant wife, who was soon due to give birth, to take a break before he resumes training camp for a rescheduled date. Arum insisted that Fury does return to Las Vegas. Things will be much different when it comes to access to top-ranked gym. The access to top-ranked gym when Fury is holding his training camp. Quote, what we're going to do now is nobody's allowed in the gym unless it's imperative that they are there. Arum said, quote, we're not going to allow press in the gym and nobody coming into the gym without getting a fast COVID-19 test. Nobody. Arum recalled his meeting with Fury after learning of his second COVID-19 diagnosis. He said Fury was very disappointed and he had gotten ill and the fight had been postponed. Quote, he has a beautiful home that he bought in Las Vegas. I went over to the home the next day after the diagnosis. Arum said at the particular point he was having trouble, not trouble breathing, but his lungs were filled with mucus or whatever. His cook came down with it a couple of sparring partners, heavyweight FA and Jawboy, came down with it. I heard that somebody said that Jawboy didn't have it. So it had a couple weeks early. It had occurred a couple weeks earlier. He would have gone through with the fight, but he wasn't going to be able to for at least a week to do anything, and that would have given him just a couple weeks more of training, including the fight week, and wouldn't have been enough. Quote. He even quote. We talked across the room. I had a mask on. He had a mask on. He was lethargic. When I talked to him, he wasn't like a guy who was really sick, ready for ICU. He was a guy who had all congestion in his chest. When I asked Fury had received a second shot, Arum was blunt. I have no idea if he received a second shot now. When asked why Fury was seeing photos posted with social media at the location around Las Vegas taking photos with fans and not wearing masks just a few days later, Arum said no answer for Fury's action. Arum said Stewart and heavyweight prospect Jared Anderson, a Fury sparring partner who was scheduled to be on the pay-per-view July 24th, both received a second vaccine shot and did not come down with COVID-19 as it ran rampant through the top-ranked gym. But Arum said other regulars at the gym did not get vaccinated. He said FA and Java, who was scheduled to fight July 24th on undercard against fellow unbeaten Rosin contender Frank Sanchez, was feeling dizzy. We took him to the hospital and spent a few hours in the hospital. He would have been off the card had it taken place as scheduled. FA and Anderson will now fight on the rescheduled date. Arum also said that former heavyweight titleist Joseph Parker, who was training at the gym because Fury's assistant trainer Lee is also Parker's head trainer, also got COVID-19. Parker denied it, but he had it, Arum said. Okay. Arum also addressed those, including Robert promoter Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxer, who insisted that the fight was postponed because of lagging ticket sales and not because Fury came down with COVID-19. All those people on social media who said it was because of ticket sales. Yeah, slow ticket sales. We had 15 million in the bank in ticket sales. This is not like a fighter pulls out because his shoulder hurts, his bicep hurt. There might be room for suspicion. But Arum said Fury's diagnosis was reported to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Quote, as soon as the first COVID-19 broke out, we notified the commission. Arum said they put in charge a doctor who was our COVID doctor during the bubble that began last summer and ran through the past spring. While Fury did not complete his round of vaccination, Wilder and his immediate team did, and at the instance of his management, even though they were initially reluctant. Quote, they did the right thing. They're to be commended. We didn't do the right thing. Arum said we were operating in haze. The pandemic was over. So, like I said before, man, he said that Fury had the second shot. So there's gonna be a lot of people saying that, blaming him. Okay, but he was out the loop. He assumed, and that's why we don't assume. Okay, that's just why we don't assume. And he assumed, and now he looking like a fool. So for the most part, it ain't, for the most part, he like a fool. Him going over there was stupid, even with mask on. Everything they probably talked about could have been, maybe it couldn't have been talked about on the phone while we talking. Maybe it was some other stuff. That's why we only meet in person when you don't want shit to be public information to go over the phone. So I mean, at the end of the day, we got to see what happened. But that's on they have. He commended Wilder for handling his business, and he got a Tyson Fury team. But to me, it still seemed a lot sloppy. He had no comment while Fury was out and about, doing this thing, meeting people, shaking hands, and no comment. Like I said before, man, they in trouble. Oh no, sorry, got Mason. They know they in trouble, man. And his man, if this was the first time, we'd be like, okay, this the first time that he had some issues with with rematches. And every time Klitschko, now Wilder, come on. Some just sound fishy to me, man. But that's for them, Wilder to figure out. That's not for me to decipher and know, but Bob Arum didn't have to do that interview. He didn't have to send out World Boxing News. He didn't owe us an answer. He could have just, let things went their course, and, it could have been what it was gonna be. But for him to sit down and talk, about it, he could have just said no comment and just told a whole bunch of bullshit. But he had to say Fury didn't have a second shot. He had to say that and say Wilder could be commended. They know what's going on. Wilder about to get in that ass like a wedgie, it seems. But for the most part, man, he not sitting down to do that. But Bob liked talking. You know, he had to say he went to Fury house where everybody else in the house had it. You know, for the most part, Fury brought him sparring partners. But not his. And he said, well, Sugar Hill should have been an adult. And not brought that many people in the gym. My thing is this. Tyson Fury, grown ass man, he run the camp. He could have been like, you know what? For one, he could have got a second shot according to Bob Arum. Sugar Hill and somebody else had their second shot. They didn't get sick. For one, this man 32 years old. He be 33 in August. He a grown ass man. He knew the risk of COVID-19. He could be like, you know what, Sugar Hill, make them Russians get tested, make sure they good. We gonna train. Spar partners get tested. He could put all them niggas in the bubble. You know, we could have put them all in the bubble. You know, if you're gonna be you're gonna train in this, man, we gonna rent a house or you gonna go to my house. Every day my cleaner's gonna disinfect 3 times a day. You're gonna live in this room, you're gonna live in that room. If we do go out to eat, it's gonna be takeout. We all gonna go to the gym. We not gonna do no amenities in Vegas. For one, the training camp shouldn't even been in Vegas. But, you know, he could have been an adult. Said we all gonna live in here. We all gonna have a bus that's gonna be disinfected. You're gonna disinfect the gym. Gonna go to the gym, back to the crib. Whatever y'all need. Y'all need a big movie screen. Y'all need a PlayStation, the Xbox, basketball court out back, trampoline, pool, whatever. We gonna accommodate you. You know, personal air conditions, personal air filters, air cleaners. We gonna accommodate y'all. We gonna do this for the next 8 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever it may be. And after the final COVID test, y'all can go y'all separate and do what the fuck y'all want to do. And that's what Tyson Fury is. It's not that Sugar Hill ain't the dog. Tyson Fury just took control of his camp, but that's on him. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing playlist, Boxing News playlist. And don't forget, if you want to make financial donations, Venmo CJ Good 313, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to reach me is video request. I'm assuming for video requests or advertisement channel, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group. All those links in the description. All that information there. You can reach out anytime you want to. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.